Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ann Scarberry. In today's video, I'm going to take you along as I prepare to teach a canning and preserving class. I have never taught a canning and preserving class before, so I thought the easiest way to prepare was to just set up what I was expecting to see at the bakery. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm teaching this class at our bakery. So I just kind of drew a sketch of what each station would need, all the way down to a trash can under the table. And I just drew out a sketch, and then I just kind of placed everything on a table to see if I had enough room, making sure I had everything, all of the supplies for everyone that was taking the class. I needed to borrow a lot of equipment from my family. I got their food processors, their Dutch ovens. My mom provided a lot of things like her canner, her jar lifters, her funnels for the jars, all kinds of things. I just didn't want to go out and buy a bunch of equipment because I wasn't sure how often I'll be teaching this class. So for our first class, this is kind of what the setup was looking like. Setting this up like this was helpful for me to visualize it because I needed to think about power coming to each table. This was set up for 2 people per table, and each table needed a food processor, and in a minute I'll show you I put a gas burner on each table. So it was just good to set it out and see how I needed to run a drop cord because I did set this up in the middle of the bakery. Then in the front of each table, I knew I wanted to have a supply table. So these were the containers that I used for our ingredients for the recipes that we did can. I had sugar, salt, some vinegar, and another roll of paper towels. I had extra supplies on this table. One of our recipes was peach salsa, and I've made this my entire adult life, but teaching it, I needed to have exact ingredients. I usually just put up whatever I have that's in season, and that is just came in from the garden, but I needed to have exact ingredients. So what I did was go through kind of an exercise just to see how much it would take to get everyone to be able to go home with 2 pints of peach salsa. Then I went through our other recipes. This is a very ambitious menu that we did that night. I'll not do 3 recipes again, but we did 3 things that night. We did peach salsa, sweet and spicy mustard, and we made a Christmas pepper jelly. It was a lot. It was ambitious because no one in the class had ever canned before. So there was a lot of instruction, but we were moving and we did all 3 recipes. I was really proud of them. And we did it all within like 3 hours, just under 3 hours. So I'm just measuring out this recipe and just kind of going through the exercise. That way I know how much to buy and make sure I have plenty of ingredients for everyone coming to the class. I processed the recipe from start to finish. I did a hot water bath canning, and I was just timing everything to make sure it was doable and to make sure I knew how much ingredients to bring to the workshop. So this was a good exercise for me. I wasn't in the kitchen when these jars were popping, and you probably already know this trick, but if you're not sure, take a spoon and tap the top of your canning jar and listen for the difference. Did you hear the difference on that last can? That one has not sealed yet, so They're not finished processing. I'm going to leave them on the counter. I'm not going to disturb them. And if you do tap the top, make sure you tap the side. Don't tap the middle of the can because you might force down the suction in the middle, and that's not a true seal. Once I processed all of the recipes, I tweaked everything to where I thought it tasted good, and it would be enough for everyone to get 2 jars of each. Then I just typed up the recipe and cut them out so everyone would have a copy of the recipe to take home. Once I had all my recipes cut out, I clipped them together with these cute little clips. And I have these notepads that I had designed and printed up for a promotional giveaway when I first released my cookbooks. So I have a ton extra, so I gave everybody a notepad and a copy of their recipes, and I set it in front of each workspace. I did offer some light snacks during the class, and I just put together some cute little charcuterie cups. And I'm just filling the bottom of these cups with these mixed nut blend from Aldi. And I put in some dried fruit and some grapes. And then I stacked some different kinds of salamis on a skewer. I diced up some cheese. And I did this all the day before because I didn't want to be rushed on the day of the class. So I just prepared these in little cups, and I stored them in the fridge, covered tightly, and they were ready to go, and they were delicious. I ran outside between rain showers because we have had nothing but rain recently. So I grabbed some fresh rosemary and I stuck it in the back of each cup. I skewered some olives and pickles onto a separate skewer, and I threw in a fresh raspberry in each cup. And I have some crackers and a little long breadstick, but I don't want to add that on this day because I don't want those to get soggy. So this is as far as I'm taking the cups, and I'm going to put it in this fabulous vintage Tupperware and hold it in the fridge until the day of the party, which will be the following day. I had a separate container of extra things that I could offer if I forgot someone or if someone was still hungry. So I did bring along some extra goodies. And since we are making some sweet hot mustard, I whipped up a batch of homemade pretzel bites. And I've baked them off at home, but I will put them back in the oven at the bakery so they're nice and hot and soft. And right before the class began, I stuck those crackers and breadsticks in the back of the cups, and that's how they looked. And this is the day of the class. I had all of the fruits and vegetables washed and ready to go. And everyone just read their recipes and came up and grabbed what they needed off of this table. At the entrance of the bakery, I had aprons hung up for everyone to grab and use, and it was time to go. Everyone was so sweet. We had such a good time. I just kind of walked back and forth to each station and made sure they were following the directions well, telling them what was important, why it was important, and just kind of loosely instructed everyone. They were all cooks. They had just not canned before. And just like I usually do, I didn't get a final product photo because I was busy, but we had a lot of happy canners and everyone's excited to do this again. Our next class is a candle making class, and that is what I'm working on now. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I know this isn't my usual content, but this is what I've been up to. I've been traveling quite a bit. I don't know about you guys, I'm ready to stay home and start decorating, should I say, for the holidays? I'm so ready for it. Let's put some pumpkins out.